Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joe, and today I'm going to be showing a recording of some NPCs that I drew for my D&D team. Those of you who remember my channel or have watched before know that I am a GM who runs D&D campaigns. Usually I like to run short campaigns, and I like to draw NPCs for them when I can. This time, I made NPCs that I thought really amused them, and also amused me. Hence, we have the Booty Crew. The Booty Crew. As you can see, the speed train has already begun with the drawing of the one, the only Bootius Gluteus. Yes, that is his name. He is the leader of the Booty Crew. My original idea was for him to be having that thing in his hand, looking back at y'all at the camera, showing it really off. As you can see, I struggled a bit with the pose. I didn't know what to do with the hand, really. I thought actually looking at it now, it looks pretty good. In that moment, I didn't think it looked good, so it's going to change in a bit. I gave him a robe because he's a wizard, and I thought it'd be cool if he had this little belt or sash that kind of swung out, and his hair was in motion. I really wanted him to be kind of like in motion. Not twerking, but in motion. You can see I'm editing the legs again in the pose because I really was like, why is the hand not working for me? Little did I know that. Again, it looked fine in the beginning, but such is life. At last, I settled on his hand being more outwards, like ta-da, rather than touching his buns. You do see that I kind of tried to draw the hand again, but it didn't work out. One thing I really wanted him to have was like the booty on his cheeks, sort of like those apple bottom pants or those joggers from back in the 90s. I thought that would be really cute. Perfect. Oh, I didn't know I zoomed in like that. Oh my god, it's still zooming in. Oh, okay, we get it. Oh, pull the camera out. To continue, I originally thought that this was going to be a full team of wizards, but as I drew them, they became more themselves. So here we have the cleric, Caked Up Kit Kat. My original idea was immediately, oh my god, a cat folk, so like a tabaxi. So I started drawing her at once. I'm not really good at designing clothes, so I just kind of worked on the pose to start off with. I did really want her to go for a meow sort of pose. I don't know if that was like cliche or not, but I thought it was freaking cute. And I wanted her tail to also just kind of have like an excitement to the pose. I knew that I wanted her outfit to be like I'm that girl type of outfit, but again, I wasn't sure. This is the part where I was like, maybe she won't be a wizard because I drew a chain on her tail, a weapon, and I was like, okay, she's definitely going to be a cleric because clerics are really good at hitting, and now the team was evolving. Next, I was still thinking I was doing wizards, so I drew the next person. This is Poppin' Boppin', I think. This one's Poppin' Boppin'. As I was drawing her, I was like, okay, maybe she's not a wizard either, and I drew a gauntlet on her, and very quickly she became a monk. I think she was the easiest to draw. Her pose was kind of hard, so you see I drew a smaller one on the side to check my proportions out. She really got that thing on her. Oh, I love her bad. She's really cute, so her design was the easiest. I made sure to shrink her down, I think, a little bit more later because I think she was really big and I was going for like a gnome maybe. But she's a monk. Next up, we have Tooted Up Tootsie. At this point, I was like, okay, I don't know if this is going to be a guy or a girl, but so far we got two girls, and I don't want a Booty Gluteus to be running a group of women because I feel like it's weird for a man to control a whole bunch of women, you know. So I decided Tooted Up Tootsie was going to be a guy. I was still thinking like a gnome or a dwarf. I wanted big ears, so I drew some big ears. I don't know if I make them smaller or not going ahead. And at this point, I was like, okay, it's totally not a team of wizards anymore, so let me give them someone stronger, and that's when I started making a fighter or paladin. I don't remember what I decided for him, but I know it was one of the stronger ones. Despite this, I really thought he should have his booty out because that's freaking cute. But you see, I gave him some chainmail so he have some protection in the front. Protection in the front, party in the back, okay? I was gonna fix that shield later. That shield does not look good. I'll eventually get a reference, but for now, we leave it at that. Finally, we get to Dapper Clapper. At this point, I was like, yes, this is gonna be a bard or maybe a soaker bard, like a sorcerer bard, because that's cool. I decided to turn him around because I didn't want him facing that way. Look at these buns! He is so fine! Anyway, I finished up the sketches and I went straight to line art. Line art is easier for me because once I have a sketch down, I know what I'm trying to do. You can see I was doing pretty steady booties. I don't know how to draw clothes. I really am not a clothes designer. So I struggled a lot with his outfit. I didn't even know what I wanted to add onto it for decal. I didn't want it to be plain because he's an exciting guy. But I just didn't know what I was doing. So my idea was just let me get the line art down and I'll figure out his outfit later. His hair was easy because I had a reference for it, but the rest of the outfit was really at a loss for me. I didn't know what I wanted to do with his wand yet. Still, he looks so beautiful, doesn't he? Even without all the details. You can see at this point I started just adding lines to sort of like give it the effect. It's just like give it something to work with, and my mind was frying. I gave him his little booty earring, which is hard to see from here. And then I said, okay, I'll just add peaches everywhere. He's bootiest. Let's put some peaches everywhere and hopefully that will save it. And I think it looked really good. I took my time to draw in the, apple bottom booty decal on his buns, but oh my god, it just didn't turn out good at all. So I erased it eventually, but I really wanted to keep it because it was a highlight to me in my first vision of him. But I just hated it so bad. It just looks like tacky. And I'm not saying he's not tacky, but also he's not that kind of tacky, you know what I mean? So I eventually took it back and just focused on the peach aspect. You can see I even drew him a peach wand. I just said, let me just roll with it for sure. I think it looks so good though. This is me moving the sash because I thought the silhouette looked better with it. And I add another peach on his shoulder just to kind of sell it. Like, yeah, I'm going with the peaches for sure. You see that I took away the booty and that was that. So on was the cake though, Kit Kat, just like with booty is line art again is really easy for me, so I just pretty much went over the lines. I was again still not sure of the outfit, but I found a reference on Pinterest that was really good, so then I went with that, and all I had to do was focus on getting her hair right and her face right. Her face was really trying to fight me. The expression in the sketch looked so cute, but when I tried to outline it, it was like not giving, so I edited a little bit and I worked on her Betty Boop type of hairstyle because I thought short hair is so freaking cute. I used a chain brush to give me like something to work with before I drew the chain myself. I can't remember the freaking word for whatever. I added on her fishnets and I fixed up her tail, and I think the fishnets really sold it, especially on the legs. I'm really glad I went with that instead of just like bare legs or tights. You see the feet were giving me a problem, but I decided I was going to move on from that. Here I am drawing the chains by hand after using the kind of example brush to give me an idea of where the chains were going to be. And then I drew the mace, which I love it so bad. I knew it was going to be pink, but we'll get to that when it gets to the color. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Fixed her foot as best as I could. That foot was not my friend, okay? Little details here and there. Just to fuzz up her tail. I thought the fuzzy added a lot to it. Next I moved to poppin' boppin', and I started with her hair because I knew I was most confident with that, but I actually didn't know what to do with her outfit. I feel like her outfit is very simple. Very simple, but it is a monk's outfit, so she's got like the bandages to sort of keep her legs compressed. Those gauntlets, I'm not an artist who draws armor, so those gauntlets would give me a run for my money. I just did what I could with them and then I moved on. She looks so good, so it doesn't really take away from it that bad, and the color kind of helps it. And I line-tuned up Tootsie. I knew with this one I wanted him to have a chest plate for armor, so I made sure to add some detail. And then I followed this chainmail brush for like 10 minutes before I got what I needed from it. And I made sure to give the chain mail to in the back. You see, I actually added it to his buns because I thought maybe he should have armor on his buns after all. So you can see his cheeks, so that's what matters, isn't it? But I was worried about his safety. Here it is. I made the shit look better. I got that reference, yeah. And you see, I added some hair to him because I like hair on men. I gave him some, what is it? I gave him some armored gloves as well, and I put the symbol of his god on it. I can't remember the god, so I think it's someone who is working with him and with Ilmater. It was probably on the screen. Next, we move to Dapper Clapper. I made sure that I traced that ears, little decorative jewelry right there, so that I tried to make it as visible as possible, but lining him was really easy. So I want to color. The color was beating me up, but I actually did have 5 palettes to pull from. I was worried that this palette for Voodoo's would not work, but lo and behold, he looks fantastic in it. It literally fits his whimsy. I go back and forth with his hair color because I wanted him to have rainbow colored hair, but then the brown looks fantastic on him, so whatever. So brown wins. I decided that when he casts, the rainbow colors will appear. To cake her Kit Kat, I also had this lemonade idea for her, pink lemonade. I ate with that one. She looks so good. Originally her fur was going to be a purplish brown, but I decided just like a red brown is fine. The purple was fighting me. No offense to purple lovers, but she didn't like me that bad. Here we have purple fighting me again when I moved up to Pop and Boppin'. I really wanted her to work with that red. I wanted it to be red and purple, but it didn't work. So eventually I settled on just like purple and white, and I kept the gloves pink to match with Caked Up Kit Kat because I wanted there to be some semblance. Everybody get a little something pink on them, maybe. Here is Teapot Up Tootsie. His colors actually were very nice to me, so you see it goes really fast. The yellow, the blues, it's giving the beach. And then Dapper Clapper, I went with the last palette. I was worried he wouldn't match with the others, so I do color correction later to fix that. I was torn about making him a green or brown for his skin color because he isn't a half orc, but I was like, brown wins again. He looked really good with the brown. So here you see me trying to fix everything. You can see their classes. Thank goodness I wrote them down. Booty crew. This is me just making sure all the colors are filled in, and I turned Teapot Up Tootsie around just for like a better lineup. I'm adding shading, which was actually not that hard to do after I figured out where the light source was. Don't look for it. And then I add some highlights after this. I really wish I kept Dapper's original highlights, but you know how artists are, they change things when they think it looks bad, and then you look back like, oh, that was really good. It looks fantastic regardless. I think everyone here looks really good. I was excited to show my team them. I was so hyped. I was like, I can't wait to see the team's reaction to them, because that's what I draw the NPCs for, my team. Lo and behold, my team became before they met them. So I don't know. They never got to meet Gluteus and his team. One of the characters met him, and she is a temporary character that my note taker is playing. So we do have a note taker in our game, and she's currently playing a character on a character quest. But the team went to the next town without her, and they died there, so they did not get to meet the booty crew. Despite this, they did see them on the screen when I showed them to the one character. So they hooted and hollered, and they cheered from the distance. But it looks like this is another set of NPCs that my team did not get to meet. Still, that does not take away from my joy of drawing NPCs for my teams. Thank you for watching my video. I hope to start posting on this channel again. I do have a lot more NPCs that I drew for this game that I can't wait to post. It's mostly NPCs that are based on fallen star angels from the game, because the game is about rescuing the star god and his baby and sending his star baby. So I hope to post those at some point. I really like just talking kind of fast on these. I tried to record this before this one, and it was long and hard and not that great. Okay, I realized that sentence didn't sound awesome. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and please come join me again next time. Bye! Like, imagine your team TPKing. I don't even know how many hours I spent trying this. And they died. They'll never meet the booty crew. It's gonna have to be like a new team of people who might meet the booty crew. Can you believe this? Like, I can't believe it. And they didn't even die in like a super battle. They died in a dungeon crawl. Dungeon crawl!